Hello and welcome to round 3 with 8 rack. Let's click the right button here. This looks very acceptable. Not good. This is just a problem that I just have over and over. Anyways, this hand needs some mass resource exchange card. That's the problem, is that, yeah, this could end badly for me. They could be Storm. That's probably not a good matchup. Let's look at the order they put cards on top of their deck. If they top. Interesting. But because I have a second targeted discard spell, my entire thought process doesn't matter. So I'm going to Inquisition them to start. Oh, so they're the Breach deck or some blue-white deck? I guess blue-white, because I can't recognize this land. That's just garbage. They have Snapcaster, Helix. Obviously, I'm taking the Snapcaster. Okay. So that's gone. I guess, so I know their cards went on top. They have 3 mana versus the Thoughtseize. Is that a big deal? I don't think it's a huge deal. Unless they kept Snap directly on top. But I don't think that's that big a deal. So I think I actually just want to Raven's Crime my opponent twice. Because I didn't need to play the land, but it's fine. I want to Thoughtseize when I have access to the cards that they've kept on top. So we hit Helix. We hit Bolt, which they kept on top. That's pretty good for me. Yeah, I really need to hope they didn't keep Snapcaster there. They have Lighthouse is good, but not insane. That's a pretty nice draw. I think I'm supposed to Raven's Crime as my leadoff here. I hit the Lighthouse, and then I Thoughtseize. Yeah, there we go, there we go. They should have definitely main phase Snapcaster. That's just not even close. And then they'd have another card in hand. But now they're Hellbent, and they have entered the rack stage. So we're going to drop a bunch of stuff next turn. Yep, 13. Okay. Ooh, that was a really good draw. Think I'm supposed to rack first. Deprive would probably be the worst case scenario, I guess. Oh, Logic Knot? Sure. No, that's fine. I have other ways of making you talk. Let's just KO that Snap before it does more damage. Like, I'm going to kill it this turn. There's no reason to wait. If I wait, I just take 2. That's just stupid. Is Smallpox good here? Well, they're going to take a damage to Affliction, so I should just get my Mutavault Jams in here. I'd rather try to Smallpox them from a position where they're trying to be safe. I think... that's not the right way to do it. I should Mutavault attack first. Because their Snapcaster's pretty bad here. And if they play something, I get to get them for 2 turns with Shrieking. I guess this is worse versus, like, exactly Remand, but I don't think these decks are going to Remand me here. This matchup seems relatively easy. And they probably have Cryptic. So, what is my plan versus Cryptic here? Is it play Urborg, fire the Pox? Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna play Urborg, tap Urborg, sack it to Smallpox. I don't know what their plan is here. They could have Helix, snap Helix. I go to 6, they go to 6, 5, 5, and then they die anyways. Great, that didn't do anything. Cool. So, Fatal Push, not very good. I do want a little bit of that, but not a lot. I don't think Asylum Visitor is very good. I don't think Shadow's very good. I think I want 3 Delirium Skeins, and I think I just want to leave a push to pick stuff off, maybe? No, I have Funerals. I guess the only thing push is good against is Celestial, and I don't think there's a chance where there's a game where I get Celestial, so maybe let's just load up on those. Leyline doesn't do enough. Bontu's Last Reckoning's not going to do anything unless the Geist build, which they had Logic Knot, so they could be, but I do have Pox for Geist, so that's not a huge deal. Like I said, I think this just puts me into burn range a little too quickly. I don't think I want Shadows. I don't, or this Shadow. Yeah, let's go for the Getcha. Just one Getcha, though. Not all the Getchas, just a singular. I like that. They played first. That's good for us. And this hand's also good for us. It's pretty, like... I don't care about the fact that I don't have targeted discard. My hand is just pretty resource agnostic there. Probably just supposed to crime. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wow! Of all the cards to hit, I got that one? Wow, that is nice. Do I have a plan? Probably should figure out what my plan is. I guess my plan is to cast Smallpox and hope that it doesn't get counterspelled. Do I have a way to Smallpox in a later position that's better? Kind of. Well, now I'm just obligated to cast a Smallpox. Yeah, this will get countered. Oh, and they'll probably snap. And then... my hope is to draw land so I can Funeral. Oh, they remanded? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. This is all doable. They snap Serum. That's annoying, but I can beat that. This is Geist. Okay, this is actually going to work out really well for me. If I draw land, at least. Perfect. So, we've got... target creature gets minus. Target opponent gets sad. I'm going to discard Delirium because I have more than enough discard action. I don't need to bin my opponent's hand here. I'm going to sack Urborg because I have the other Urborg. Yeah, my opponent just is not going to have cards. How's that sound? Tech Edge. That's a card, I guess. And this is not gonna be happy times for my opponent. Is there a reason to Urborg first or second? It could just be like crazy with a Miser Sensor. There's not really any rhyme or reason to what people do in this format. Mana Leak, okay. Nah, I don't really want to pay. Didn't feel like it anyways. Okay, so unless my opponent draws like a Geist this exact turn, I'm in good okay. This is fine. I'm in perfectly fine shape. Bottom, top. Okay, this is all good. Oh, and then they played around that. That's cute. guess. Huh. I think I'm supposed to wait. I don't think I have any reason to make a move here. They just top the card with Seer Visions and Fetch. That's fine. Taking a couple damage doesn't matter too much to me. Okay, so this play is weird from our opponent because putting us in a position where any rack or whatever we draw is good is just weird. I'm going to play the flats. I have a backup land to discard a crime. I would rather have cards out of my hand, I think. Especially flats. I don't really want to trade Liliana for Grim Lavamancer. Yeah, I guess this turn where my opponent's Hellbent, I should have taken the opportunity. That was a mistake. It's okay. I'll have taken 2 damage for that, but it's not 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that here. And like I said, I was supposed to do it last turn, honestly, but I don't. Like I said, I'd be at 15 instead of 13. But I was supposed to do it the turn. Like, I didn't do it the turn where I knew my opponent was top decking because I wanted to figure out something around that. But now that they're in a spot where they're just like trying to, okay, that's fine. I don't care if they tech edge. That's actually better for me. I just want to kill their Lavamancer. Like, the exchange I think is just going to happen regardless. But I want to kill their Lavamancer before they get into a spot where they can like leak my Liliana or something. Yeah, none of my cards do anything. Probably need to draw something. Well, I should cast Raven's Crime. If this is Snapcaster, this is really bad. Okay, that one's not the end of the world. Need to draw a card that does something here. Oh, I'm pretty dead. That's not good. Well, the 2 life doesn't matter against that card. Go to 12. 6. You need to draw another rack. I mean, it does matter because they could draw a burn seal, but it doesn't directly matter. Okay. Okay, this is good. The Raven's Crime is less flexible than the land in my hand. Boo! Okay, if that was Helix, I would survive a turn. There we go. That. I'd have a turn for redraw if I hadn't messed this up. I could draw another rack or a Shrieking Affliction to win the game. But I'm dead here. That's fine. Would I have hit? Okay, would not have hit. Doesn't matter. You can mess up as much as you want if it doesn't matter. Do kind of like the shadows. Liliana's a little weird. I don't know if I need this many Delirium Skeins. Maybe I do want to answer to Celestial. I just never want to draw. If I lose Celestial, I lose Celestial, and there's nothing I'm going to do about it. I think the shadows are a good plan, though. I guess not a good plan. Okay plan. I'll say okay. Is there anything I want to change to in the face of? Maybe I do want a Fatal Push, because my opponent was protecting their Geist with that. Is push better than Dismember? Yeah, it is. Yeah, let's try this. We'll just have the 1 shadow. Never want to draw 2 shadows. I would not like to play first. Yep, this hand is pretty darn good. So what am I sequencing here? I think I just want a Ravenscrime and then fire as many Ravenscrimes as I can in the first couple turns. I don't think these Mutavaults are an important part of me winning this game. I think the goal is just to turn my Mutavaults into other resources. I don't think there's a reason to wait otherwise. Is there a reason to discard Urborg over Mutavaults? Yeah, Urborg's worse than Mutavault. I'd rather discard that. They're going to remand my Ravenscrime? It's not unreasonable. I'm not going to ask about that one. That's a classic. What you pitch Simian Spirit Guide and then you Pyroblast their days. My opponent could have just discarded the Logic Knot to that, and not tap their mana and not exile 2 cards for a future Logic Knot. So, well, I'm going to play that card. Yeah, see, they could have Logic Knotted this or done something. Gideon of the Trials and Electrolyze. Until your next turn. Gideon is not good against the rack. Okay, I will say that for sure. And my opponent, I need to take Electrolyze actually, because my opponent needs to have lands to utilize their cards, so I don't really care about what they have in hand. So I'm just gonna deploy my threats, and yeah, because Gideon runs out on your next turn, and then the rack just hits you on your upkeep. Yeah, that's a pretty good lineup. Okay, here. Well then, that's definitely the card that's getting cast. My opponent is not in for good times here. Oh, I have to discard a card. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so they're going to take a million this turn cycle. And they have a random card, so I probably just get to shove with Mutavault. They bottom topped. What do they even keep here? I don't know. I guess they don't get to keep it anymore, so that's fine. Just literally going to trade card for card as much as I can. Perfect. I hit a land. Maybe they kept Snapcaster on top. And they can snap visions and then die horrifically. Oh, no. Oh, they just conceded. I was lucky. I clicked F6 a little too fast there. I would have S6 through my turn, and then they could have like drawn 2 on their upkeep to not die, and then probably just die in another turn. But okay. Yeah, that matchup actually seems reasonably good. I don't know what that card's doing, but people play it. I can't. I don't. Can someone please explain to me what Gideon of the Trials is doing in a modern deck? Are you like plussing it to like is the Maze of Ith that good? Is the anti-combo aspect good? I don't think that's true. Like, I guess it's good against like ad nauseam of all the combo decks. But all the other combo decks just make you sack all your permanents or deal damage in like 8 chunks of 3 or whatever, or 8 million chunks of 1. I really don't know what this card is trying to accomplish. I guess if they only have 1 infinite power attacker from Devoted Druid, or I guess their Walking Ballista does damage in infinite chunks of 1 too. Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. Someone please tell me. So yeah, the rack is the rack. You get what you see. I think that the Death Shadow matchup is... Well, okay, so Lingering Souls was a nightmare for me in those games, but I don't think the removal speed is perfectly suited here to be Death Shadow, but that's fine. You can adjust it if you're going to have to play against more, I don't know, like Tassigery things. So I guess I could have just drawn Smallpox or whatever against their Tassigers, so that's not entirely fair. It's going to lose to the things it's going to lose to. If your opponent's doing stuff that, like, makes discarding profitable, they have, like, Kitchen Finks in their deck, because that card's unbeatable for this deck. you're going to have a bad time. But, people aren't really dredging right now. The collected company decks are in a weird spot. I feel like there should be more of them, but there just isn't. I don't even know. Just Tom does his Tom thing and Tommed people pretty hard this weekend. This deck was in a good position. It's probably still in a good position, assuming the blue-white decks are actually good matchups. Though I think the Think Twice versions are kind of annoying because the card Think Twice is just annoying. Though I guess the rest of their deck doesn't really do anything against you. I'd have to play the matchup a couple times to think about it. I'll just say that I'm glad I did not play a mirror match because I started thinking about how you level the mirror match and then I immediately stopped and said I'd figure it out if I have to do it live. But there were thoughts like, well, if you draw one rack, you want to play it, but if you draw two, you want to hold it for Wrench Mind, and then, like, I don't even know. I assume whoever's on the draw is a massive favorite, right? Which, that's how Magic should work, right? It's a decision. You get to make a decision at the start of every game. And sometimes this deck makes your opponent make the wrong one by default.